In every conversation, invisible strings move silently. They tug at choices, emotions, and even identities. Most people believe they are in control, yet in reality, they are puppets moved by forces they cannot see. These forces are not random. They are ancient tricks of psychology sharpened into weapons. Welcome to Toxic Psychology. Tonight, we don't just reveal how manipulation works, we uncover how to master it. If you can see the hidden triggers, you gain the power to read minds, control conversations, and defend against anyone who tries to control you. Remember, those who understand manipulation write the rules. Those who don't get played by them. Section 1. The mind's blind spots. The brain is not a flawless machine. It runs on shortcuts called cognitive biases. These shortcuts help us decide quickly, but they also leave back doors open for manipulation. A manipulator doesn't need to overpower you. They simply need to slip through these blind spots. Confirmation bias makes you accept what you already believe. Authority bias makes you obey those who look powerful. Scarcity bias makes you panic when something seems rare. Think of these blind spots as invisible cracks in glass. To the naked eye, the glass looks strong, but under pressure, the cracks shatter everything. That's how manipulators work, not by brute force, but by tapping gently on the cracks of your mind. The defense begins with awareness. The moment you recognize a shortcut, you weaken it. Awareness doesn't erase the trick, but it takes away its invisibility. Section 2. The power of silence. Words matter, but silence dominates. In conversations, silence is a weapon most people underestimate. When you pause after speaking, the other person feels the weight of filling the space. Skilled manipulators use silence to extract secrets. They let the pause stretch until discomfort forces the victim to speak more than they intended. The truth, the weakness, the hidden desire, it all spills into the silence. Silence also signals dominance. In negotiations, the one who speaks less controls the flow. Silence makes the other side second-guess themselves. But silence is also a defense. If you resist the urge to explain, to justify, to overshare, you keep your power. The less you reveal, the less they can use against you. Section 3. The hook of scarcity. Scarcity hijacks logic. Only one left. Time is running out. Act now. These aren't offers. They are psychological traps. Scarcity tricks the brain into survival mode, bypassing thought and demanding action. Manipulators create false scarcity to push you into bad choices. Salesmen fake countdown timers. Influencers claim limited spots. Controllers in relationships pretend they'll walk away unless you agree. None of this is real. But your body reacts as if it is. Scarcity is not about value. It is about pressure. The cure? The pause rule. No matter the deadline, force yourself to wait 24 hours. Real opportunities survive time. Fake ones vanish. Section 4. Emotional puppetry. Humans like to think they act on logic. But the truth? Emotion comes first. Logic comes later. Manipulators know this, and they play emotions like strings. Fear makes you obey. Anger makes you loyal. Flattery lowers your guard. Guilt makes you comply. These are not random feelings. They are weapons pulled against you. Politicians, marketers, even toxic friends use emotional framing to shape your choices. They don't change reality. They change the story around it. Defense lies in labeling. The moment you name the feeling, I feel afraid, or I feel flattered, you weaken its power. Naming emotion breaks the spell. Section 5. Authority's Mask. Authority is an illusion built on symbols. The lab coat, the title, the confident tone, the expensive suit. These symbols tell your brain, trust this person. But manipulators wear masks of authority. They don't need real expertise, only the appearance of it. And because humans are wired to obey symbols, people follow without question. True authority proves itself with evidence. Fake authority hides behind performance. The way to break the spell? Ask for proof. Real experts explain. Fakes deflect. Section 6. The Trap of Small Agreements. The most dangerous manipulation starts small. A favor. A just once. A tiny yes. Over time, those small yeses grow into chains. This is the foot-in-the-door effect. By saying yes to something minor, you trick yourself into staying consistent with bigger demands. You don't want to feel inconsistent, so you comply. This is how manipulators escalate control. Not by sudden orders, but by slow, creeping requests. The defense? Conditional yes. Say, I'll do this once, then we'll review. It prevents the small yes from snowballing into permanent control. Section 7. Mirroring and False Rapport. When someone copies your words, gestures, or tone, it feels natural. You think, they get me. This is mirroring, and it creates instant trust. But manipulators use it as a weapon. By subtly echoing you, they make you feel safe, seen, and understood. Once the trust is built, the request slides in unnoticed. The trick is in micro-mirroring. Small, invisible echoes. You never notice, but your brain does. It whispers, they are like me. I can trust them. Awareness breaks the spell. If someone mirrors too perfectly, too quickly, pause. Step back. Their rapport may be a trap. Section 8. Guilt as a Weapon. One of the oldest tricks is guilt. Manipulators frame you as selfish, unkind, or ungrateful until you comply. They twist your empathy into chains. The line sounds like this. After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? Or, if you really cared, you would. These words are poison disguised as love. The brain hates guilt. It wants relief. That's why people obey, not because the request is fair, but because they want the pain to stop. The cure? Call the guilt out. Say, that sounds like manipulation. Naming it kills its power. Section 9. The Illusion of Choice. Manipulators rarely give you real freedom. Instead, they present controlled choices. Do you want A or B? Both options benefit them. You think you're deciding. You're really just choosing your method of obedience. This trick works because the brain relaxes when it feels choice. But the choice is an illusion. The defense is simple. Ask, why only these options? Step outside their frame. Real choice always includes saying no. Section 10. The Final Weapon. Fear of rejection. Humans are tribal. The fear of rejection is primal. Manipulators exploit this by threatening exclusion, silence, withdrawal, disapproval. They make you afraid of losing connection. This is why toxic partners use the silent treatment, why groups pressure conformity, why manipulators say, do this or you'll regret it. The brain would rather suffer than be abandoned. The defense is strength of self. Build identity beyond approval. The less you fear rejection, the less power manipulation has over you. You've now seen the hidden weapons: silence, scarcity, emotion, authority, guilt, false choices, and more. These are the games played every day in relationships, workplaces, politics, and media. Knowledge is the shield. Awareness is the sword. The more you understand these tricks, the less power they have over you. This was Toxic Psychology, a channel built to expose manipulation, hidden influence, and the dark psychology tricks that secretly control the world around you. Remember, those who understand control conversations. Those who don't are controlled by them.